Hello everyone. Today is the third day of preparedness, and what I'm really wanting to do today is talk about long-term food storage. This is the piece that everyone thinks about, right? This is the silver cans, this is the big cans or the big bags of rice and wheat and all those kinds of things. So it's the stuff you know about. Well, in the third chapter of Be Prepared, Not Scared, I'm going to share charts and amounts and a calculator. So you can plug the number of people that you're preparing for and storing food for into this calculator, and it'll tell you exactly how much you need. Now, I'll tell you right now that when I did this, I went, oh my word, how am I ever going to afford that much? And how am I going to store all of that? What you find is that you find ways. You find ways to find the food, you find ways to store the food, but that's one thing that we all know. We all know how to get it. We all know how to store it, and it's going to take some time. I know that. Chapter 3, like I said, is long-term food storage. It's going to take you a while to get there. But what I really encourage you to do is to start using those foods now. And chapter 10, I'm going to jump ahead a bit. Chapter 10 is a lot about cooking those foods. Right behind me, you can see I've got my crock pot, my Instapot going, and I'm cooking beans and corn, hominy corn that I actually grew in my garden, because I'm making a soup called pozole today. And it's one of our favorites. It's going to be cooking here on the counter for 4 or 5 hours until we eat it this evening for dinner. But it's a way to use these stored foods to make something delicious. Now, it's important to start doing that now, because how are you going to know how to do it if and when an emergency comes? And you have all of these foods that you've never even cracked open and don't know have a clue to do what to do with. So make sure you're storing them, but also using them and practicing. This is something that I am really passionate about, and I'm going to be sharing a lot in the event that we're going to be having on December 30th, but also in the book. A lot of great information on how to use your stored foods. So make sure to join us. We are so excited for this event. Registrations are already coming in. We're going to be talking about everything in the book. We're going to be talking about some behind the scenes tips and tricks, as well as some special giveaways and gifts that you can do and get along with this book. So everybody, go and try some beans, try cooking some things that you haven't cooked before in your long-term food storage, and get the book so you can calculate how much you need and start working towards those goals. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 4.